Okay, warm welcome again to the Uxbridge History Show here on Uxbridge FM. And we welcome back again local historian, chairman of the Uxbridge Local Historical Society. Ken Pearce is here with another one of his talks. Hi, Ken.
Hello there.
And now, this is an interesting one. We've got rhymes in the street and the playground. You're not going to do some rapping, are you?
Not quite.
Okay. When you're ready, Ken.
Thank you. I grew up in Uxbridge in the 1930s and 1940s. We lived in a cul-de-sac of about 30 houses, and there must have been some 15 to 20 children there, I think. But with no through traffic, we spent endless hours playing games in the street. And, of course, we played more games in the school playground. But what surprises me today is how many rhymes and verses we knew, and which I can still remember today. There were actually more than I can think of, because skipping was an activity for girls only at that time, and I'm sure there were lots of skipping rhymes. I can think of only one, and that because we were actually taught it in class by our teacher one day, and it runs: Mrs. D, Mrs. I, Mrs. F, F-I, Mrs. C, Mrs. U, Mrs. L-T-Y. Educational too. We played lots of games, which is possibly a subject to pursue on another occasion. But in some of them, an individual had to be chosen. For example, in a chasing game, you had to pick someone to do the chasing. And this was done by a process called dipping. Everybody stood in a close circle, and a rhyme was chanted to gradually eliminate until only one person was left. In one example, each child held their clenched fists in front of them, and someone went round banging on the fists saying, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato, more. And when they got to more, that person was pushed out, and gradually the elimination took place, and it continued until there was only one person left. That person was it. Whoever received the word had to take a part in leading the game. Another rhyme: dip, 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 my little ship sails on the ocean, you're not it. And again, when they got to the word it, as they went round, somebody was pushed out. And my favourite was absolutely total nonsense. Eeny, meeny, macaracka, air-I, domaracka, chicka-pocka, roller-pocka, rom-pom, push. And someone was pushed out, literally, and gradually the elimination continued. I had a look at a book called Law and Language of School Children by Iona and Peter Opie. And I discovered that they had found various versions of that rhyme all over the country, with slight variations. A school meal service was set up in Uxbridge in 1941, and very soon this verse emerged: school dinners, mouldy stew, sloppy semolina, no thank you, no thank you. And on the last day of term, one more day at school, one more day of sorrow, one more day at this old dump, and we'll be home tomorrow. There were occasions when children could be quite rude to each other. For example, if you took a dislike to somebody wearing glasses, you would say, 4 eyes, double chin, enough to make a monkey grin. And if someone's shirt was hanging out at the back, dicky, dicky, doubt, your shirt's hanging out, 1 yard in and 1 yard out. For someone thought scared, cowardy, cowardy custard, can't eat bread and mustard. And for someone telling tales, tell-tale tit, your tongue will split, and all the little puppy dogs will have a little bit. to someone not good at chasing. Ha, 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 he, can't catch me for a toffee flea. Another different category were rhymes which are absolute nonsense. I went to the pictures tomorrow and took a front seat at the back. I jumped from the stalls to the gallery and broke a front bone in my back. One fine day in the middle of the night, two lame men got up to fight. One blind man to see fair play, one dumb man to shout hooray. The higher up the mountain, the greener grows the grass. I saw a little boy sitting on his ask no questions, hear no lies. I saw a little boy doing up his flies are a nuisance, flies are a pest. I like Cadbury's chocolate best. 1, 2, 3, mother caught a flea, put it in the teapot and made a cup of tea. Little birdie flying high dropped one in the farmer's eye. Oh, said farmer, wiping eye, jolly good job, cows can't fly. And then everyday events coaxed a short verse or two. Some almost a proverb, like see a pin and pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck. Ladybird, fly away home, your house is on fire and your children are gone. Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Please to remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder, treason should ever be forgot. And then on the first day of a month, you might receive something on your arm. A pinch and a punch for the first day of the month, and no returns. Then there were the parodies, based on existing verses, songs and hymns even. And the father of them all is surely, while shepherds washed their socks by night, all seated round a tub, a bar of sunlight soak came down and they began to scrub. What genius thought that up? It's so close to the original. And here's another very old rhyme based on A Christmas Carol. Hark the herald angels sing, Beecham's pills are just the thing. Peace on earth and mercy mild, 2 for man and 1 for child. An interesting variation on that appeared in 1936, when King Edward abdicated to marry an American divorcee, Wallace Simpson. And the verse rang, hark the herald angels sing, Mrs. Simpson's got our king. She's been married twice before, now she's knocked at Edward's door. And the evidence is that swept the country in a matter of about 3 weeks. Never written down, just passed on by word of mouth. A few more parodies. Good King Wenceslas looked out in his pink pyjamas. Somebody started crying out, penny ripe bananas. It was Christmas Day in the workhouse. The snow was falling fast, and a barefooted tramp with boots on came slowly whizzing past. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I live in an old caravan with a hole in the middle where I can piddle. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. And another. The boy stood on the burning deck. His feet were covered in blisters. He split his trousers up the back and had to wear his sister's. The boy stood on the burning deck, picking his nose like mad. He rolled it up in little balls and flicked them at his dad. The 1938 Disney film was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which made a big impact on children at the time. And in the film, the dwarfs went to work singing the song Whistle While You Work. So during World War II, a new version appeared. Whistle while you work, Hitler is a twerp. Goering's balmy, so's his army, rub 'em in the dirt. And finally today, one day in my school playground, a boy went round holding a sheet of paper with a few words on it. He approached people, showed them the paper and said, "Can you sing this? It's the first line of the Siamese national anthem. And the tune is God Save the King." Of course, it was a king in those days. And if you fell into the trap, took up the challenge, you found yourself singing, "Oh, what an ass I am." And so ends today's anthology.
Oh, dear. I was laughing away there, Ken. Very amusing. And it brought back some memories of playgrounds and dipping, yes. There's a few rhymes that I probably can't repeat. Dipping in the playground. Oh, dear. Who makes these things up? That's the question.
Yeah.
Who writes them?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Unknown.
Yeah. I wonder if the Sunlight Soap and the Beechams were actually advertising agencies kind of putting the word out, pre-TV advertising.
Yeah, it could be
possible?
cunning, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure they go back over 100 years, by the way.
Yeah. Well, they must do, yes. Yeah. Well, thanks very much, Ken. We'll have some more next month, do you reckon?
Well, thank you. I'd be pleased to do that.
Next month's November, so maybe we can get some bonfire nights or, I don't know, fireworks references. We'll see. Okay, take care, Ken. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Take care.